Today is day 240. And today's a good day. It's a good day. And I ended up doing some of my own inner work today. I had a moment to myself. I have a friend visiting here in Tofino, and then my dad's also here. And so, yesterday was like a full jam-packed day. And then today I was able to just take a moment to myself. Because I went and had a beach bonfire yesterday with my sister and my friend, and there was just one too many weird things happening between what was happening in the sky. Lots of weird stuff. I'm not going to go into detail here because I don't even know what we were seeing. I'm not someone who's going to speculate, but there was just some weird things happening. And then at one point, we noticed we were the only ones with the bonfire. Everybody else had left, and it was just something was off, and we were like, okay, we gotta go now. There's something weird happening. Let's get the fuck out. So, and then we get to my sister's car, and her car didn't start at one point, and I was trying to be don't panic. But then we got the car started, and we literally got the fuck out as fast as possible from there. So I don't know what happened. Me and my sister are definitely gonna be looking into it with our spirit guides, because there was just way too many weird things happening. Definitely we know our spirit team was communicating with us while we were there, and we know that they were protecting us and keeping us safe, but don't know what else was happening. So we are going to figure this out shortly, but in the meantime, I did today an energy clearing meditation. I also cleansed myself, my energy, cleansed my place, so did that today. Did the energy clearing meditation to cleanse anything that doesn't belong there. And then after that, I just went to one of my favorite spots here in Tofino, and I just did some journaling, wrote a letter to myself, spoke to my inner child, because there's just been a lot of things that got brought up during this Mercury retrograde. As Mercury retrograde does, it brings up things to the surface that needs to be healed. And one thing I've been noticing is the idea that my inner child still wants to control things and not fully let go of the steering wheel. And so it is not as controlling the way it was months ago or years ago. Definitely a lot less, but my inner child is still holding on to things and not fully letting go. And so writing a letter to her, assuring her that she has every right to feel what she's feeling. She has every right to feel the fears that are coming up, because I think one of the biggest fears that has been coming up is because I went through, such a whirlwind of events, so to speak, last winter, between my housing, my money, really feeling my whole life and everything kind of got uprooted and went into pure survival mode. There is this part of me that's afraid of what I have now. I'm going to lose it all. I'm going to lose all the money in my account. I'm going to lose my housing, and it's just I got out of that, and then it's now it's oh my God, things are amazing. I have money, I have a home, I'm good. And it's things are so good. And then there's this little voice inside her head, I don't want to lose anything. I don't want it. So I have noticed that I have been getting a little bit more trying to especially control my money situation, so to speak, and be holding on to it tightly, and trying not to spend and save, but not doing it for the right reasons. And so I really want to sit and talk with myself and really just tell myself that it's okay for me to feel all this, and that it is normal considering what I went through last winter, hitting this place of rock bottom that was extremely so uncomfortable, so much brought up, so much anxiety, so much uncertainty. But I basically, reminded myself that I did get through it, and that, my resilience got me to where I'm at today, and that I'm okay, and that I have every right to feel all these fears, and that it's okay to feel them, and that the fears are, not going to be the ones taking the steering wheel of my life. I am. And just really just honoring all that about me, and honoring where I've been. And just because, like, I went through that, I don't have to go through it again. I am the creator of my reality. And even if I do go through it again, I know I'm going to handle it differently. I'm going to handle it in a different way. And, like, I'm still going to get through it. It's still going to be a temporary thing, because nothing in life is permanent or long term. And that is also something I tell my clients in this money program. Some of them are not in great money situations, and it's like, it's not forever. It's not forever. Like, I was dead ass broke in February, and then now we're October and I got money again and I'm good. So yeah, it is definitely, definitely understanding that fear. And I know that fear comes, like, a lot of people have that fear, especially, people who, like myself, came from a situation of having no money to having money. Or I know some people that I do follow that have a lot of money, that they make through their business, and they're scared all of that is going to go away. And so this is just like showing me how to navigate this fear, and really listening to it and seeing what it's trying to tell me. I know in one of my human design gates, I have like the gate of like the fear of the past repeating itself. But the beauty of that gate is for me to, the reason why the past repeats itself and then I find myself in patterns is because I'm learning the lesson, and there's like something for me to see, and like there's a reason why that past is repeated, because I'm meant to see something in it. I'm meant to grow through it. I'm meant to learn from it. And so it makes sense that this fear is coming up, because it, like, the fear of the past repeat itself is part of my human design. And so it is more like how to navigate and live with this fear. And if there is a pattern in the past that does repeat itself, it's more looking at it in the lens of like, well, it's going to make me grow even more so, and I'm going to learn something more about myself, and really like facing that, because it wasn't the end of the world what happened in February. I made it out good. Like, I'm fine. It wasn't scary. Was it uncomfortable? Yes, but I ended up being okay at the end of it. And in the moments I had, obviously during that time, I was definitely in survival mode, and it was uncomfortable. It was not fun. But at the same time, there are certain things that I'm grateful for during that time. I'm grateful that the community came together and the town came together to help me out as much as they could. I'm grateful for, my friends that held space for me. I'm grateful for, the connections that I did, as the friendships that got deeper and stronger, because I ended up staying with them for a few days and hanging out with them. And, so there was like quite a few things during that time that happened that were good. The overall, yeah, it was shit. It was shit. But, sometimes you got to look at the good, and I will be fine in the future. I will be fine. I don't know where my life is going or what's meant for my journey ahead. But being allowed to sit myself with these fears that I have, sit with myself with everything that's come up, and, be okay with it. Be okay with it all. Be okay with what I'm feeling. Be okay with what is going on in my mind. And then from there, practice gratitude. And then, just as Melanie Ann Layer says, one step in gratitude, one step in desire, and see how my life unfolds. And just begin healing that. And healing doesn't happen overnight, right? It's like step by step. And I feel like this is just like another step in my healing of, noticing things about myself and what happens in my mind and how I try to control things and not let go of the steering wheel. So anyways, that was like a bit of a little chat for you all. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.